today is day 11, and aren't we excited? There's sunshine outside, you can see it's nice and bright, and so I'm excited about this next dish. I have enjoyed this particular deliciousness for, oh my goodness, greens probably all of my life. But this particular one has become my favorite, probably because it's easy, it's accessible, I can get it chopped already, and I can have it from grocery store to table in a matter of minutes. And so that's exciting for me. I like to pair it with lots of fresh garlic and fresh onions because I like to have that extra flavor, not only the extra flavor, but the extra antioxidant capacity, and the onions and garlic are really good for the gut to try to stave off the fungus that likes to kind of hang around in the gut. Yeah, you've probably heard of candidiasis or yeast, where you might see people that you're talking to and then they have a white coating on the tongue. You're probably never going to look at another person at their tongue again without thinking about, do they have yeast on their tongue? And I can tell you, there was a guy that I was dating many years ago when I was in medical school. He was in law school, and I remember he asked me if he could kiss me. And all I can think of is that I looked at his tongue, and his tongue was white and coated. Now, what did I tell him? Nah, bruh, I can't do that, because if I can't tell you, things, I just don't feel like we are at the point where we should be kissing. I mean, if I can't tell you things like, your pants are too short, or maybe I can't tell you your sleeves don't work well with that suit, or you got the wrong color shirt, or if your breath stinks. I mean, I couldn't tell you those things. I just don't think we're ready to kiss. And truth be told, I was not interested in kissing the tongue that was white, okay? It was white. I'm just gonna tell you like it is. Who wants a white tongue? Okay, so I digressed. Yes, I digressed. But let's go back. The onions and the garlic, they help to stave off the fungus that starts really in the gut. We have this candida that is supposed to be in our system, it's supposed to be in our gut, it's supposed to be in our mouth, but sometimes it kind of gets out of control and you get too much of it, and it can cause a lot of things. And anxiety is one of those things. But we're going to talk about anxiety another time, because that is a big deal and it's going out of control. So we're going to talk about that. But suffice it to say that onions and garlic are wonderful to help to stave off and to keep the candida at bay. So I like to pair my greens with onions and garlic, and I like to make sure that it adds a lot of flavor. Now, one thing about kale is that it does not require a lot of salt. And if you put too much salt in kale, you will notice it. It gets really salty really quickly. So you just want to just sprinkle a little bit of salt, taste it, see how that worked out. And if you need a little bit more, then you can do that. But I wouldn't just put a teaspoon of salt in your greens, okay? Now, this recipe calls for 2 bundles of kale. And I want to also bring to your attention that when you're doing kale, when you're purchasing your kale, you want to make sure that the leaves are green, that they're crisp, and that they're organic, because kale is one of the things that's sprayed very heavily with pesticides. And pesticides add no extra flavor, but they do add problems of endocrine disruptions, and they do add the problem of causing cancer. So there is absolutely no reason to use pesticides on your food. This recipe I love because my dad is the one that taught me how to make kale. He liked to have his greens nice and green and bright, so he's the one that gave me the secret that you will learn today in how to make your greens beautiful. I really have never said this in a public forum on how my greens turn out so pretty, but I'm gonna do it this time. My aunt makes some incredible greens too, and she is like 88 and she's doing really well. She eats greens probably every day. And I think that that has a lot to do with her longevity. But, and she's walking upright, she's not on a crutch and anything like that. So I think that that has a lot to do with it. Eating those greens are really, really important, and having it in your diet on a daily basis is also important. So as many greens as you can eat, consume them, because you're gonna be happy and your body's gonna be happy. Not to mention the fact that there's lots of fiber in the kale, so that you will have the added benefit of lowering your cholesterol, and is really good for digestion. So, you know, you eat some greens and your bathroom activity is wonderful. Absolutely. And so greens are really good for that. And then, you know, greens are also high in antioxidants, they're anti-inflammatory. So there's so many delicious reasons to eat your kale. So here's a good recipe for you to do it. I am looking forward to hearing what your comments are, because, you know, I just like reading what you say. So check out these videos. Also take a look at some of the videos that we did already with our turkey, with our tofu, with our mac and cheese, with our sweet potato sage gratin. There's so many other things coming for you to make your Thanksgiving table a beautiful centerpiece for the joy and thanks that we give on that day. Maybe we should do it every day, but particularly on Thanksgiving. So thank you so much. I ask that you will like this video. If you like this content, please give it a thumbs up. It lets me know that that's something that you're interested in. And remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you again. I appreciate you for helping to grow my channel so that we can get the word out that lifestyle is a big deal, and it can reverse type 2 diabetes, and that's what we want to do here. And we also want to prevent it. So like, comment, subscribe, and let me see you on the other side of your transformation. Have a fabulous day on purpose. My sister told me that. A fabulous day on purpose. I love that. But my thing is live life by choice and make it a great day. Take care. Bye-bye.